About the idea of playing for the Knicks.
That is a sturdy test of whether your breakaway rims.
I think this is RJ's team. RJ, do you want to play for the Knicks?
The New York Knicks select RJ Barrett from Toronto.
Great look, just not hitting as Barrett storms to the...
So Cam Reddish is now a New York Knicks. The
people, it's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. We're back with another one for the people, man. I want to tell you something right now. Zion Williamson, he could be headed to New York. I'm telling you, this trade could happen as early as this summer. I'm telling you, I don't think people understand the severity of the situation that's going on in New Orleans. You know, I understand that, like I said, it's bad. You understand? It's only going to get worse from here. You know, hopefully, you know, it could be some turnover going on. I think that the Pelicans organization is just delaying the inevitable, and we're going to get all into it, man. But before we do that, I need everybody to hit that like button. And if you're new, you know, stumble to the right place, and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all. I don't want to waste a whole lot of your time. Before I continue, I want to let everybody know something, especially my Zion fans, Pelicans fans all across the world. I want to let you know something. I love Zion Williamson's game. I think this guy is a skywalker. I think he's arguably could be one of the most dominant players to ever play the game. Arguably, if he really put some type of intestinal fortitude to display. But it seems to be Zion Williamson. He's kind of like basking in his glory. He's kind of resting on his morals, part of me. And he's not, like I said, capitalizing on what he can do. You know, you talking about a guy that's a strength. I mean, talking about as strong as hell. You understand? You talking about a guy who with the ability to play point guard at that size. You understand? I'm telling you, I don't think the NBA, if this man seriously took conditioning and everything seriously, the NBA would have never seen a player like this. But let's fast forward to something real serious. The Pelicans are in a world of trouble right now. They're currently the 12th seed in the Western Conference. Their record is 18-30. It's a complete travesty what's going on out there with the Pelicans this season. It seems to be every season the same old. You know, it doesn't seem like these guys are ever going to catch a break. You know, but it is what it is. You know, it's only a matter of time before Zion Williamson, like I said, inevitably requests that trade. But I want to fast forward to the New York Knicks. Number one, when Zion Williamson rings the alarm that he wants to trade, you're going to have all 30 teams in the NBA damn near with a bid to put in. I'm telling you. We looking at Zion Williamson, oh, man, he's hurt, he's this, oh, he's that. Let me tell you something. These teams are going to move heaven on earth to get Zion Williamson. But it would be to no avail, because this is how it's going to work out. Zion Williamson is going to request his trade. More than likely, it's going to go down this summer. I'm about 60-40. I'm about, you know what? I'm about 65-35. You understand with this one? It's a complete uneven discrepancy. Because like I said, I could see if the Pelicans squeaked in the playoffs, and then that might give you cause to pause, but there's no cause to pause right now. Zion Williamson is disgusted with the Pelicans. Like I said, but at the end of the day, he has some blame in this as well, because I don't think Zion ever really fully gave the Pelicans his all, you know, and like I said, I think that's going to be to his downfall, and it's going to haunt him to his previous destination, because people will harp on this, to what he just did. So, pardon me, it's going to be interesting to see what goes on. If we fast forward to the New York Knicks, they're currently the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference. Their record is 23-27. Now, they just got their shit pushed in last night. They get their shit pushed in all the time. Pause. We got their record is 40. My bad. Their record last season, what I want to say, because last year it was a much better situation. And this is why I'm trying to let y'all know why the Knicks is the perfect destination for Zion Williamson. Because, like I said, this team actually experienced some level of success. I honestly firmly believe Julius Randle is like a black cat running through the organization right now as we speak. I don't feel like this team is ever going to get to its full destination with Julius Randle at the helm. You know, so I think you swap out Julius in some way, somehow, and throw out, of course, you got to give up a little bit more pieces, and you would have bring in Zion. and pair him with a RJ, a Cam Reddish. Either if you can keep a Nerlens or a Mitch. I'm pretty sure you have to give up Mitch in this deal. If you can somehow keep at least some, I think that's, now we talking. I think that team recreates the success they had. Remember, this team was the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference last year. They was beating up everybody a season ago. That pedigree is there. It just seems to be like something ain't right. They flamed out in the first round of the playoffs a season ago to the Atlanta Hawks, and they've been checked out ever since. The New York Knicks know they have to make a move, and I don't expect the Knicks to just see. The Knicks have made a report earlier this week that it was like a fire sale going on in New York. I think the Knicks are just being very strategic. The Knicks got a new regime now. They're not the old New York Knicks of old. They actually are a competent running organization. In New Orleans with Zion Williamson, you ain't gonna get a goddamn body to come play with him. And news flash, I don't think he's thrilled about playing with Brandon Ingram. You understand? So you send him out to New York with RJ, with Cam Reddish. They attract another key piece to New York as well in the future. You understand? I'm telling you, the Knicks immediately jump into one of the Eastern Conference, just one of the heavyweights of the league. Now, screw East-West now. We talking about one of the heavyweights in the league. That's what this team would just automatically shoot to. So it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, how this thing gets played out. But it is what it is, man. This gonna be a tricky game, man. With the New York Knicks and the Pelicans and other teams. But the Knicks are gonna have to battle with some teams. I think the Charlotte Hornets is another team in play for Zion. I think the Hornets will be another team on the list when Zion puts his bid in that he would like out. And it's all going to be about who could put up the most packaging, who could put up the most first rounders, who could put up the most, you know. I'm just saying, I think the Knicks got a lot of weapons over there, you know. Now, the problem is, do they like the pieces that we have? I think we got a package for Zion. We like I stated before, we got quickly Quentin Grimes. We have Obi Toppin, you understand, Mitchell Robinson, and we got the ultimate domino in Julius Randle. And I know some people are like, oh, wait a minute, why would the hell would the Pelicans take Julius? Let me tell you something. Julius is a completely different player today than he was with the Pelicans. You know, he's a much more all-around player, even though he's not exhibited at the moment. But Julius Randle would do some significant damage in the city of New Orleans under the Pelicans. He will play well. You know, so that's just definitely something to look forward to. It's going to be very interesting to see how this whole situation shakes out with Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans, because the NBA is watching, the world is watching, and if I'm the Pelicans, I just try to get equitable compensation as much as I can, you know, because once Zion really rings the alarm, it's going to take the leverage out, you know. And like I said, things must change in New Orleans. Something has to change. This is the 3rd season we're a losing record. You know, I think Griffin needs to go. You know, Langdon needs to get the hell out of there. They need to just clean house. It's Flight Sports TV. Zion Williamson is New York Knicks bound. Just face it. It's Flight Sports.